Aaron John Obizoba, aka Ogajoni. So now, this is the Christmas period where everybody wants to flex and do alright. Everybody wants to chop life and jai. Christmas is already here. By next week, next thing we'll be going into is Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, blah blah blah, Happy New Year, and all that. Everybody's getting ready for the mood. The mood is even here. You can see the weather is already the cold and everything. The Hamatan is here, and everybody's shouting weather for two. So the enjoyment has started. However, this is one time we know that a lot of people used to get into wahala, especially with law enforcement people, with police, with Oga police. This is the time you hear, barrister, I been a come back, they arrest me with my guy. Barrister, I didn't sell. Barrister, I don't want to do New Year for sale. Barrister, this is the time when plenty wahala and plenty people are tempted to put hand in things they would ordinarily not do, or the ones they've been doing and they left for a long time, then they will now go back to it. This is the time when, yes, there's so much enjoyment and festivity, but at the same time, there are a lot of people. This is the time when the devil roams about looking for whom to devour. So now, this particular episode is dedicated to all of us who will be giant and flexing ourselves this Christmas. It is dedicated to making sure that we know the things we are to avoid during this period, and we do the proper things we should do, so that you enjoy yourself and not enjoy yourself and enter police wahala or enter cell, or next thing you hear is court arise next year. You now start next year in police cell or in the court or in prison and all that thing. So now I'll be going through a list of certain things we should be conscious and cautious about this period, because yes, jokes apart, this is a period where a lot of things transpire as people get into trouble they could have avoided or they shouldn't have gotten into. So first of all, the first on my list is the first advice, the first tip to avoiding wahala or police drama or avoid jail or cell this Christmas and New Year period is one, avoid unnecessary waka, especially at night. All ye night crawlers, now for night if you like waka your own. We're not saying you should know waka, but avoid unnecessary perambulation and unnecessary roaming about. Now, this is a time where, yes, there will be some kind of level of top security consciousness among people, both security agencies and individuals. So you do not want to be in a situation where you are just, maybe you're tempted to stroll around 1 a.m. in the middle of the night, and next thing they will be pick you up for being a suspected armed robber or criminal, or that they just rob a particular place and yes, you're one of the like, you should go and bring your gang members. So one, you have to avoid unnecessary roaming about or unnecessary waka, especially at night. That is one. Then two, if you must make the waka, if you must actually make that waka at night, make sure you are bearing your ID card. So two is always be with your ID card. Now, if you have a work ID card, you should take that with you. You should put it in your bag or your pocket. It can save you the stress, not only at night. So the first tip is avoid roaming around or unnecessary waka. The second one is always carry your ID card. Now, this is for formal identification and for you to be able to explain yourself and your movement. Most times, the reason why police people always carry people at night or at any particular moment is because you cannot explain yourself. Or you can't identify yourself. They look at you first of all. You look, maybe that day, that's the day you decided to come out in the middle of the night with your big polo and big trouser and Crocs, and you look scattered. Now, for proper identification, they ask you who you are, you're explaining and chopping mouths. Next thing, you enter the van, cell, jail, suspected criminal, all those stories will start. Always bear your ID card. This is for proper identification and to save you certain explanations that you may not be able to profile when you are arrested or you're caught in that atmosphere. So that is what the second one. Always bear an ID card. The third one is avoid suspicious places this period. Avoid suspicious places. Now, there are certain places you know that yes, where you are, they draw a lot of attention to you. So this is the period where you have to avoid those places that you know say na wahala places, those places where you say people know say things they go on. You do not want to be in those areas. Why? Because you do not know what the plan is. Person fit go commit one, come that place, then they will come, they find everybody, now find you and reach that place. So avoid suspicious places, locations, or gatherings. Any gathering or location you know that is an object of suspicion, avoid that place. Avoid such company, avoid such people. Stay away from suspicious things. Make them not suspect you, carry you for waiting you know sabi. That's the third one. Now the fourth one is avoid being in possession of contraband. Now, I know say this period is a time where everybody want giant, you want day high, you want chop life, you want day alright. However, make sure that you are not in possession of contraband during this period. Make sure you avoid contraband and illicit drugs and the rest of all those things, because this is another thing where they carry actually make people enter wahala. Trust me, you don't want to start the new year with a drug case hanging over your head, or that yes, you are in possession of certain contraband or certain things you know, especially drugs. Avoid drugs and contraband this period so that you stay away from jail and prison, so that you do not celebrate the new year when your mates are shouting Happy New Year in the church. You are celebrating it with Oga Police, Oga Chukuma, or Inspector Mike, or Inspector Koro. Avoid contraband. Then now, the next one is always make sure that if you are driving, your papers are complete and you are with the necessary documents. You always want to make sure that your papers are complete. Because if they nab you without complete papers, brother, either your car gets impounded or you're going to be explaining yourself. Always make sure that your driving documents, if you're driving this period, if you're driving this season, your driving documents are always complete. And if you must drive, this is the next tip. If you must drive, make sure you do not drive under the influence of either alcohol or any substances that are intoxicating. Make sure you do not drive under the influence. No DUI this period. Because apart from the fact that yes, you can land in serious wahala when they catch you and you are oozing with the stench of alcohol. If you are very unlucky and because of driving under the influence, you commit a crime like going to hit someone, you will not just be looking at being arrested for DUI. You will be arrested for something more serious. You can be looking at attempted murder or murder itself. So please avoid driving under the influence. Like I said earlier, if you must drive, get your documents complete. If your documents are complete and when you are driving, make sure that you do not drive under the influence of either alcohol or any other substance, any other mind-altering substance. Avoid doing this period. And yes, if you must drive, make sure that you are not tempted to allow your guy, because say your guy, he never reached the age to drive. Your guy, for example, you're well above 20, but your guy is supposed to be 17 or 16, and you're like, oh, now my guy brother, let me allow him drive. Do not be tempted to do that, because you will get the car and the person will drive. You both can be arrested. Avoid the temptation to allow minors drive this period, especially when it's your car. Avoid that temptation. That is one thing that used to cause plenty wahala for people. Now, another thing is, this particular advice, the tip I'm about to give, the next tip I'm about to give, is for those people that are going to be making sales. Avoid fake promos or fake promos this period. This is the period when they will tell you, oh, Christmas bonanza. Get this one, buy this one, you get this one free. See, madam, anything you're not going to be giving this period, do not make it a bonanza. Do not make it part of your promo or advertisement. If not, oh God, it can land in serious wahala. Avoid fake promos, and if you are selling anything this period, make sure that you are delivering goods as they should be. You want to enjoy, I don't want to make this money this period, but make sure that whatever you're doing this period is a very sensitive period. People get carried away and want to do a lot of things. Make sure you protect yourself and your interest. Another tip I want to give you is, if you're out with people, always watch out for yourself and for others. Especially when you're in large gatherings or hangouts with friends. Always make sure you're on the lookout. You're security conscious. Why I'm saying this is because if it not be you, will go do something really bad. It could be your next guy, or your brother, or your friend. Now you have a situation where people go to the beach and next thing they are play, one person push another person in the water. Make sure if you're in such gatherings, you are conscious and cautious, and you are outspoken enough to make sure that such things stop or do not happen. This is because when anything is solved, then go follow pack you. So this is the period when you're supposed to be security conscious for yourself and for those around you, and you make sure you avoid things you avoid. This is Christmas. We should enjoy Christmas. And with this, I say Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you all in advance. And may this season come with the great tidings and all the blessing it comes with. This is Lottery NAIJA. My name remains our John Obizoba, aka Gajali. Ciao.